Welcome to Shadow Pro Wrestling. Before we start the show, I must let you guys know I'm done saying the same old bullshit over and over and over again. There's an impact that needs to be made, and I'll be the one to make that impact. My name is Rebel Shadow, and I am going to show the whole world, thanks to the magic of live television, why throughout my entire wrestling career, I've always considered myself uncut, unscripted, and uncensored. Merit, you're gonna love this, because it's something I've been meaning to say for a long, long time. And when I'm finished telling you, you and a bunch of your fucking cultist MAW fans and the people working there are gonna give me shit. But let me tell you the truth, in all honesty, I could fucking care less about any of the opinions of MAW. And let's not forget, who brought you into Shadow Pro Wrestling? Who's the one that boosted your career? Who's the one that made you relevant? After all these months, I've done everything in my power to make sure you actually get far in this company, but somewhere along the line, you turned into a little bitch and took it all for granted. Since 2021, I had a passion for creating a wrestling company that's dedicated to this community. But then you decided to let your ego do all your dirty work. And you took that inspiration, that passion, and that motivation away from me with your bullshit regime. You have the nerve, the mere audacity to say that I'm the one who's a whiny, egotistical, self-obsessed, self-destructive narcissist? You're one to talk. You're actually a fucking hypocrite. Because you decided that it was a good idea to try to take Shadow Pro Wrestling and do to it what Mick Foley did to Impact Wrestling in 2011. You would have made this company go bankrupt in a heartbeat under your quote-unquote leadership. And while we're on the subject, let's talk about politics, shall we? We all know there's several different types of governments. Democracies, monarchies, and of course there's autocracies. And several examples of those would somehow define what you have done to Shadow Pro Wrestling in the recent months. There's totalitarianism, imperialism, communism, and most importantly, dictatorships. And you have managed to take turning a professional wrestling company and turning it into a dictatorship and a totalitarianist state into a fucking art form. Do the math. You plus totalitarianism equals meritarianism. If anything, I saved Shadow Pro Wrestling from the evil hands of the corrupt meritarianists. Like how you tried to enforce strict mandates on the company and try to turn it into your own personal fucking playground with all this fucking forced mindset of positivity bullshit. Is this your idea of booking a wrestling company? Because I think it's bullshit. And you want to try to be a dictator? I tell you what, you're not a dictator, you're just a flat out dick. It's obvious that you don't give a fuck about this company or its fans. You just wanted to take over the company just to feed off your own insatiable ego. And you want to talk about how you decided to take over Shadow Pro Wrestling, the flagship program of the Shadow Broadcasting Company, and quote, amplify it with your fucking MAW propaganda? Well, breaking news. It's already alive, and even more amplified than your joke of a company will ever be. You're basically running a circus and a comedy act, while us over here, let me see, what are we witnessing? This is wrestling! This isn't violence. This is fighting. I wouldn't be coming back here week after week after week at the Shadow Entertainment Complex if I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. I wouldn't be running a wrestling company if I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. And you people already know that I refuse to conform to the PC culture because fuck political correctness and fuck people who get easily offended. So shut the fuck up and listen to what I have to say right now. Merit, I also noticed that you like to clown on my theme music. Nigga, you wanna talk about how my theme music sounds like a prepubescent boy screaming up in his mother's basement about how pissed off at the world he is for no reason? Well, let me tell you something about your theme music, man. You're so out of touch with the current times that you literally have your theme music sounding like some queer-ass bullshit from the 1960s. And let me tell you something. You wanna talk about how you're quote-unquote alive and amplified? I tell you what, the music that you come out to every time you make your entrance, the only people who listen to that kind of stupid ass music are the kind of fucking faggots who go around smoking weed non-stop. You sound like a fucking stoner. And let me be blunt with you here. I can do your job a million times better than you ever could when you were running Shadow Pro Wrestling for a brief period in time. Who the fuck do you think you are to tell me whether or not my company and booking sucks? You blue and green, egotistical piece of goddamn shit! So I'll tell you this right now. You can suck my dick! You can get down on your knees and kiss my ass! Because you want to talk about how I'm your bitch? Breaking news! You are now officially my slave! And to all those ignorant sheep over there at the fucking Merit farm, I got a message for each and every single one of you people. You people joined MAW because you decided to simultaneously switch channels because you got, quote, sick and tired of watching Shadow Pro Wrestling's lame style of booking. Well, let me tell you all something. Y'all niggas ain't nothing but a bunch of fake cunts. And each and every single one of you people make me sick. Oh, and Matt, you should consider yourself lucky. You should seriously consider yourself lucky, you ungrateful son of a bitch, because I could have terminated your employment at any given time. But I'm not gonna do that, because I still have an offer that it is a criminal offense for you to refuse. December 25th, you and me at the main event of Championship Christmas in a non-title Rage in the Cage match. Except this time, we're not putting the fate of the company at stake. The only thing that's gonna be at stake are the lives of both you and me. And I promise you one thing, not only will I end your career, but guess what? I will end your